But oh, it was just. But this one, there's just nothing. All right, so let's talk about characters.
Do we have to?
Any anything with secondary characters?
No, no. To be honest with you, I don't even know. I mean, I just know the three main characters and everyone else. Their dialogue was so boring.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some scenes with some people in the conference room or little things like that, or the newsroom,
Hmm.
dialogue and interactions that had nothing to do with anything else, and you're like, what was the purpose of this? And yeah, I don't think there was any secondary character that I would even care to know.
I didn't mind Paul Schuster, which is played by Toby Jones, who shows up kind of there at the end. I thought he was intriguing. I enjoyed it, but then it quickly fell apart. Like I was like, okay, I was like, I really was sitting there thinking, this is where we're going to get some momentum. This is where it's going to happen because you brought in this character that's intriguing. He's interesting. He's off, a little bit different. But I was like, okay, all right, I'm excited about this. Fell off. But so I would say if there was one character that I at least, if I had to go back and watch one area of
Yeah,
it, um, for character's sake, I would pick his. But I like William Defoe. I wasn't really happy with him. Rosie Perez was just kind of there. She didn't really add anything to
yeah,
it.
no. And Ben Affleck, I thought, in addition to his acting, he looked. I mean, I don't want to put down people's appearance, but he looked bloated, puffy.
He didn't look well,
No, that didn't look like Ben Affleck.
and
The
and
last
I'm hoping
movie.
that he didn't put on weight for that role
I hope not.
because because they didn't pay him enough money to
No,
do it.
no. When
Oh,
I first saw it, I was like, wow, I hadn't seen Ben Affleck in a couple of years, I guess. I mean, mainly when I think of Ben Affleck, I think of Good Will Hunting. That's what I
mm-hmm.
typically, because I think that's his best movie that I've seen. But yeah, Ben Affleck just kind of like, wow, he that might have been during his drinking days.
Maybe I just looked him up real quickly at some like recent pictures of him, and yeah, he doesn't look like that anymore.
Okay,
He looks more like himself.
yeah,
So that makes me think, was he working on another role? Like, why did he look so bloated?
loaded and big and just not
Yeah.
Ben Affleck that I had in my mind.
All
Um,
right, let's keep moving forward. Do you have anything to say about music?
I can't recall music at all.
I can't. Let's just pass on that one. Was there any scene that you liked?
I didn't mind. It lost momentum quick for me, but when Anne Hathaway, when her character when she met, Willem Dafoe at the bar, I'm thinking it was a bar.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that I thought it was well lit. I thought that scene was well lit, and I thought that could have been very interesting dialogue because I thought it looked cool. It was well lit. The dialogue didn't go anywhere. In the
Yeah.
conversation, I didn't think really it moved the plot along of whatever plot there was a little, but other than that, no.
I think the guy that I forget, I should have looked up his name because I just completely forgot about him. But the guy who helps her or that like drives her to the wherever they're gonna like exchange the money and
Yeah.
drugs and all that. I thought he was an interesting character, so I probably would have if I would go back and switch, I'd pick him. But I thought the last scene. Did you get that far?
No,
You didn't make it to the last scene. Okay.
no.
The last scene I thought was a pretty scene.
Should I go back? Is it worth me going to watch it?
Maybe. Have you seen Zach's uh what's the F. Scott Fitzgerald movie?
The
The where everybody dances in the 20s.
is it the one with Leo?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I know what I don't know. I can't think of the name, but
Oh shoot. But anyway, it reminded me of the last scene of that movie.
okay. I might watch that thing because
Except I think that the Great Gatsby.
yeah,
I think The Great Gatsby was really, 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 which I wasn't crazy about the movie itself. I think it was as good as it could have been.
Yeah.
But I think that that last scene for The Great Gatsby was a really, really well crafted scene. I think this one was an attempt at it. I think it was the prettiest scene because I think it had good music, it had
Right.
a voiceover, and it had like this kind of slow motion effect to it.
Yeah.
But you know, it just wasn't a satisfying ending. I thought the beginning scene, the first scene of the movie, was halfway decent too. It got me in. Like I was like, okay, I'm intrigued
Well,
by it.
the opening scene was better than the trailer. I watched the trailer twice. I didn't think the trailer was good.
Okay, I haven't even seen the trailer.
Yeah, I watched it twice, like back to back, and I was just like, oh no.
You should have known after you watched the trailer.
Well, I knew after you said that you didn't think it was good, and I was like, oh man. So I watched the trailer twice, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be tough. And then I looked at the running time, an hour and 50 minutes. And I was like, oh no. I was like, I don't know if I can get through this.
I know. I feel kind of bad. I have felt bad about it the last week because I did make you watch it, but here's the thing. I think we've watched a couple of movies as we're kind of transition. We're not even gonna do. Did you have an award, or do you just want to like?
I thought of one on the drive home, but I was just going to the BBA, the Big Bomb Award, because I thought it was a bomb in every single category. I mean, Anne Hathaway, like I said, she's been in good things before. Ben Affleck, I mean, he co-wrote Good Will Hunting. He was in that. I've seen him be decent in some other movies.
I think Argo, he was really good in.
I've seen it, but didn't he direct that as well?
Yep. What was it? The Town.
The Town was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
So he's done some good work, but this, Willem Dafoe, maybe he was just there to pick up a paycheck. There's an older movie from the early 90s called Light Sleeper, and Willem Dafoe gives a very subtle performance, not over the top, and this was the exact opposite of that performance. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.